What's up guys, my name is Jeremy with thewarriorsolution.com. In this quick video I'm going to show you how to properly mount an Esstac KYWI pouch on a battle belt. This belt is a Ronin Task Force belt, and these instructions do apply pretty much across the board with battle belts. They're all basically the same. For example, this is a Core Essentials battle belt. Same idea with Esstac pouches mounted. And the same for other belts on the market. So here we have a Blue Alpha, same idea, Mali. This belt is actually from Esstac, and you'll notice the complete lack of micro Mali webbing on the outside of the belt. That is because Esstac thinks that micro Mali webbing is stupid, and they prefer using Velcro One-Wrap across the board for mounting things onto their belt. And I tend to agree with them, actually. So if you order an Esstac belt, it will not have micro Mali webbing on it, and that is by design. Then you have a couple of weirdos like the Ferro Concepts Bison belt here on the right and the Axle Eclipse belt on the left. They look strange, but they are basically the same idea as the micro Mali webbing on the Ronin belt. The only difference is that on the Ferro Concepts Bison, the micro Mali webbing is here, like this. It's just these brown outside edges. The Tegris here that you see in the middle doesn't actually do anything to hold the pouch. That's just part of the internal structure of the belt itself. So that one's pretty straightforward. And then we have the Axle Eclipse belt. So there's actually 3 different slots. One is here at the top, right there, and then we have the middle one, and then the bottom one. So this one is, as far as I know, it's unique in that the actual Mali portion of the belt is actually the belt itself. So when you weave things through, like here's a MALICE clip, when you weave things through this belt, you're literally weaving it through the Tegris material itself instead of actual nylon. So that is what that looks like with a MALICE clip through the Axle Eclipse belt. So basic idea across the board. I'm going to use this Ronin Task Force belt for this just because I have it and it's pretty common. First thing you'll notice when the belt is in its normal, how you wear it orientation, the micro Mali webbing along the outer edges is pretty tight against the belt. It's actually very tight in the case of Ronin belts. So if you try to thread things through these openings with the belt how it normally is when you wear it, you're going to have an even tougher time than it is normally trying to do Mali stuff and get this pouch mounted properly. So what you're going to do is take your belt, flip it inside out, and then rebuckle. And now notice how all that micro Mali webbing has opened up and is staying open without any fight or wrestling or anything on my part. That is going to help us immensely when we start trying to thread our pouch through that webbing to get it in place. So this is an Esstac KYWI double pistol gap. Little 1/4 inch gap there to separate your mags. So the KÜHL is the Kydex wedge insert that is in the middle of the nylon pouch there. These are actually removable and reversible. So if you have a KÜHL pouch like this one, where you have a couple pistol mags and a rifle mag, and you are, so this would be for a right-handed shooter, bang, 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 reload, and then left hand to gun. If you were a left-handed shooter, instead of mounting it like this, where you have your AR mag forward of your pistol mags, what you do is take out the Kydex inserts, and this is actually really easy to do. Just take something flat and dull, like this is a Mali stick. You could also use a spoon or a butter knife. The idea is just something flat and dull. Do not use a knife for this because you will cut the pouch, the Kydex insert, or yourself. Everyone will laugh at you and then it'll be a bad time. So use something dull and flat. Slide it between the Kydex insert in the back of the pouch itself. That is where the Velcro is. As you slide it in, like so, it's breaking the bond of the Velcro, and that allows you to simply push that Kydex wedge out, like so. Same for this one. And then same idea for the AR. In this case, I'm going to use both of my sticks here. And there we go. So now, if I want to run this as a left-handed person, instead of doing that, whoop, flip it around, and then reinsert your KYWIs in this orientation. Reinstalling the KYWIs is very straightforward. Just gonna slide in that little separator, the wedge, to cover up the Velcro. Take my KYWI Kydex wedge insert, slide it into position, and then position it where I want, where basically the bottom of the Kydex is even with the bottom of the nylon. So right about there. Let go and then pull this out, and now give it a squeeze, and now that is installed. So same on the second one. And there's the second one, and then same for the AR pouch. I'm just going to use both of these MALICE sticks like so. Take the AR pouch, slide it so it's even, like that. Pull these out, and there you go. So that is how you flip one of these 1+2 Esstac pouches around. Getting back to the battle belt and mounting the double pistol mag pouch on this Ronin belt, I'm going to do that same technique to remove the KYWIs from this pouch. Like so. Now this becomes a lot more flexible and a lot more forgiving when I'm trying to cram MALICE clips or WTF straps or whatever it is that you want to use to mount this to your belt through there. So I'm going to take my MALICE clips, slide them underneath the webbing on the pouch, like so. And then you're going to install the pouch from the top down. So your head is basically where my hand is, your feet are down under the table. Pouch is going to install from the top down. Obviously, pick where you want to install this. Slide these through like so. The thing that a lot of people get wrong when they're doing this is they will go just straight through both layers of micro MOLLE webbing on the belt and then just go straight back into the MALICE clips here. The problem is that doesn't lock in the pouch correctly, and it creates a lot of extra movement and a lot of space in there that should not be there. So the MOLLE and PALS system is based on 1-inch increments, and everything is measured very precisely and standardized. And the same is true of MALICE clips. They're exactly the right size to fit into the MOLLE PALS ecosystem. So with the battle belt being 1/2-inch increments, it's going to move around inevitably if you use MALICE clips or WTF straps. It just is, because they are designed for 1-inch gaps and not 1/2-inch gaps. So the next step is actually weaving the MALICE clip back through the middle loop of your pouch. That's going to come in like so, through the middle portion of the pouch, and then the end of the clip is going to go back through the lower portion of the MOLLE webbing on the belt. So then you'll end up with this scenario where you have MALICE clips through the pouch and then through both layers of the belt. And then you're going to pull all the slack out of these MALICE clips. So there we go. So now we've got the slack out of the MALICE clips. We want to pull these tight. Another tool you may find useful is pliers, specifically needle nose, just to grab and get a little extra leverage. So there we go. That is MALICE clips mounted to a battle belt. To reinstall the KÜHLs, take a flat object, push it in to cover the Velcro, take the KÜHL with the Velcro side facing the back of the pouch. There we go. So now I have the wedge protecting the Velcro, and I can just slide the KÜHL in place. And once that's in the position that I want it, I just pull this out, give that a squeeze, and now that KÜHL is installed. So same for the second one. And there we go. So now this is ready to rock and roll out on the range.